Alright, CSS battle time, and we have a game of Pong? Maybe? Sure, let's go with that. Alright. So, I mean, whenever I have bars on the side, I think borders except for these notches in them. I don't think there's a way to do border dashed with those notches without doing two different elements with those borders. You know, to get the different thicknesses and a different scale on it. I wonder if we can do border dotted for this. Otherwise, we could do a radial gradient background, and that would like cover a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do the bars with a border. Not sure how to do it simply with a border. Although the border, okay, all right. We could do a radial gradient. I don't think this is the best solution yet, but it's an idea. Radial gradient on the HTML, right? Simple, easy, gives us the green and the dark. Then we do a border inline to get it on the edges, that thickness, that color. Do the same on the body, but the body margins down a little bit, and we put an outline on it, and that would give us those bars. So the outline would be extra declaration. Now we do declare both colors twice, and that's what I don't like about that solution. But I think I have to do that anyways. Now if I did, could I do a conic gradient for these? Okay. If this were our conic gradient, right? This kind of, actually all the way over to here, was our repeat for the conic gradient. So we just had this. And then we shifted it down vertically so that this block repeats here. So this is what I try to make with our non-repeating conic gradient, and then we shift it down in order to get and size it so that it repeats at this line, oops, and at this line right here. That would work to make these bars. The dot, if it's this width, because I'm using that background, I might be able to get it to like zero out, and then we just see the dark part because the body is got border radius and it's just shaped like that. And then the body could just be right. I think that might work. Okay, so we kind of have two solid solutions. Let's explore the conic gradient one first. We're gonna just select the HTML with the and selector. That's kind of like the this selector. Whatever the context you're in, it's that element. But since we have nothing, we just have an HTML and the body element, it becomes the HTML in this context. Let's do our conic gradient. Oops, get the right symbols here. And what we're going to do is, it starts at 0, so we're going around 3/4 is going to be this color, 75%. And then the other portion is going to be, we don't need a space there, that color. We do a 0 so that the stop becomes a hard stop because it's trying to start at 0%, but because it can only, the other one's going to 75, it comes in solid at that point. So that's how we control the gradients thusly. Now we use the at syntax here to determine what our background image is going to be, and then we'll use the background position and size to move it. Oh. Now something I forgot about this. I think I might have to put a border on it for the background to move away from the edge like I want it to. Okay. It's okay. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. What do we got? 50 pixels by... Yeah, it's almost the right height, but I think it's a little different. Let's go 100. 120. Let's just use this to see. Sorry. 90 to 210. Yeah, 120. Sorry, excuse me. All right, now we use background position, let's say 20 pixels. Okay, we don't need a border, I don't think. 100 pixels. This is 90. All right, so we have that. Now we're going to determine background size. So we're going to go like 200 pixels. Okay, let's start stepping that up. This is our lateral size. So we're going to walk this bar. You see how it's repeating? So we have our background. Let's turn off slide to compare. We have our background is repeating every 200 pixels. So this bar and then the green space is repeating there. So we can just up this value to get it over here, 310, good. Now we need to have our vertical repeat to be solid. I think it's going to be like 100 pixels or so. Oh, I did 10. That didn't help much. There we go. Okay, yeah, our top edges are where let's bring this back down. I think we can do it, but our top edges are where we are having the issue. And that's where I'd need a border, because I'm not going to get the repeat the right way. You know, see how it extends up, and that makes perfect sense. It's not going to just repeat at a shorter interval. So that's easy to fix, but that already makes me think porta block, if I can type it right. And what, 30 pixels solid and light green. So you know, immediately having to do another color makes me feel like it's not quite right, and that 30 pixels changed our positioning. Let's say 60. Okay. All right, that's good. Now I don't care if the body has the border block. It is all right. Let's go and margin this. Oh, let's select the body. When we change it to the star selector, it now put that conic gradient on the HTML and the body too. So we're seeing that here. If we margin this down, yeah, it just disappears completely. Let's go 50, 80. Yeah, it's almost gone. Okay, I'm going to put an outline on this so I can see it outside of this thing. So let's move it up where that block is going to be. We're going to go 30, 10. Oh, it's going to be 0. It's going to ride that block, and then 100. So our background is going to need some work to double up here. I don't want to write a new background. I might have to if it doesn't cooperate. So 175 I think is what we need. And then we'll do 1875, no, 175. And then we'll do the bottom. 20. Wonder why it won't go up higher. What's happening here? I think what it's doing is causing overflow instead of collapsing. Which it's because it has the border block. Okay, so it has to be 60 pixels tall. It's not going to be any smaller than that with that border block on it. Yeah, I don't think this is the way to go. I can solve that. I can, you know, let's go like this. Right. Good. Now we can actually see what it looks like without the borders there. Yeah, there we go. And if I got rid of this 20 pixels, okay, that's easy enough. Let's go, that's 16 and 4, so it's 1.25 m. 1.25 m. And then we come down here and font 0A. There we go. Get a border radius on it. 2-inch, whatever, anything over 50%, it's solid. All right, let's hit our diff. looks good. Let's hit submit. So border, I could also use the font trick on. I could change it to font, and I don't have to write a new border, since I'm already doing it to eliminate the positioning. Let's go ahead and do that. 30 pixels. It's gonna be 7/8, and 7/8 is like 1.25 times 7. 70, 84. Nope, lost it. 8.875. So it's 1.88 m. Okay, submit. Make sure that still works. Still works, and we can get rid of this border. Let's look if we can make this a percentage. I feel like dressing up the solution is not the right move, but what time? I'm not sure what time it is. I think doing the other one would have been closer, because I'm only declaring one a second time, but I do have this very lengthy conic gradient here. I would have had a radial gradient, but it would have also been a much shorter. It would have had this syntax here too. Alright, let's look at percentages. Let's go 40%. Let's see if we can get it to line up. Ooh, that's very close. I don't think it's close enough, but it's very close. Let's see if that works. There we go. 99.9. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. All right, so let's leave it. Cool. All right, I'm gonna call that good. I'll do a little bit more code golf. Nope, wrong thing. That, and then we can. Yeah, just call it 64, 63, 64. Let's see if 64 is accepted here. It is. Wonderful. Let's open up the extension to get the other two. It's just going to be faster. Alright. 130. There's nothing good for 130. Oh man. Doesn't even have a Q in there. Alright, so we're leaving 130. Let's do 310. 82 mm or 328Q. 82 millimeters. Okay, that's really nice. I'm not going to do that. 82. New unit unlocked. I've never used millimeters anywhere else before this. Because why would you? We're good. Okay, let's do full minifying and call it. Oh, I still have a couple more. I have the 50 pixels. Oops. And the 210. We're almost there. 53Q. Okay, good. 120 is 30 VW. That one's easy. Let's hit submit one last time. This should be at 168. It's something. Is it good enough? Probably not, but it's something. That's where I'm going to leave it. Alright, that was fun. I hope you're having fun too, and I'll catch you later. Bye.